So basic for beginners, what I would normally teach is a sort of a chest shimmy, okay? And then it becomes a lot more internal. It sits under the armpits and becomes a bit faster. So it's not just from the shoulders like this, it's more in the rib cage. Another typical movement, I'll just take this off if that's okay. With the hips, we'd do something like a figure of 8, which is drawing the number of 8 with the hips. And it's in many different ways and directions. So this is from down to up. We also do from up to down. And we also do front to back. And you can reverse that as well and do back to front. So you can have lots of fun with it. Another typical movement with the hips or the legs is the shimmy, knee shimmy. Knee shimmy comes from the knees, and we bend one knee and straighten the other. And then we alternate one at a time, forward and back. We speed it up, and then we allow the legs to relax, the hips to relax, so that we can create a shimmy. It's a very simple move, but lovely. People love it. The other moves we have are belly pops. So pull the belly button in, pop it out, pull it in, pop it out. And you can advance that even more and take it to a belly roll. So this is a little bit more difficult. It requires practice, but you isolate each abdominal. So the upper abs, the middle, the lower, and then you roll it back out one at a time. And if you really want, thank you. If you really want to have fun, you can just isolate, play completely. Okay. Another thing is the hip circles are very common. So we have a big hip circle, which would go forward to the side, back, side, and this one is usually wider than the shoulders. Okay, we can change the hip circle by bringing the legs close together, bending the knees, and then rocking the hips, side, lifting up, side, and release. Side, lifting up, side, release. And when you smooth it out, it becomes an Omi, or an African circle. So I think there are some sort of links to African dance with belly dance. Yes, because you see a lot of commonality between the two. Another thing we might do is, so we've done things like slides, we could just isolate our body in ways. So we'd move one part of the body at a time. So for example, the hips, and then you could move the chest, and then you could move the shoulders. Okay. What we'd also do is something called a camel, which is a bigger movement than the belly roll. So it starts from the chest area, going forward and up, and then rolling through to the hips. So from up to down. And we can also reverse that, tuck the hips and roll up, finish with the chest. So from the hips, you roll up through the torso, lift the chest.